Yeah. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket.
All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the New England Patriots. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Set, 20, 22. Mike 50, Mike 50. Mike, give me a radar. He's coming.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. You think back to all the interceptions he threw last week. Here we go, first play of the game, another pick.
And you know that all week long they spent time breaking down exactly why he threw the interceptions. Was it mechanics, bad reads, not enough study? Sometimes you just think about it way too much, and that leads you to the next one.
Time to refocus. Throwing to start the drive. Kent, no gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Got it.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Single. Hey, exit. Mike's 40. You can't block me. You can't.
2nd and 10. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards the pickup there.
Check it out.
At the 42-yard line.
Hey! Slam! Down.
First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. Taking it right down Broadway. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll try to run this one in. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That really sets them back, a loss of 6.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
50 to Mike. Here we go. Go, Jackrabbit, come on.
2nd and 9 now. It's brought in by Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Damian Harris, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is in a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
On for the point after is Randy Bullock. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Open man is Amara Darboh, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The end result, 21 yards. On 1st down at Stafford. Screen play, Johnson. Johnson with a burst, a 1st down and more. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
He gets this one to Johnson. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. To throw is Stafford. Galladay's got it, and the Lions have a touchdown. Kenny Galladay, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken very short. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Hey, echo.
Nice, sweetheart. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Watch the screen. Pass.
Ready.
From the gun, Kent. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. 76 yards. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that makes the score 14-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
He don't want it. 21. Slam, slam, slam. Kill.
To throw again. Stafford. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Throwing on 3rd down. Stafford. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson.
Let's go, Jack. Omaha, waiting.
Stafford on 1st down. Throwing deep for Galladay. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this 1st quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Stafford. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Minus 50. Been a long day for you.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Hey, 22. They're running it. Check 3.
3rd and long. It's Stafford. And the pressure gets to him again. Colin Saunders providing a little deja vu. Back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Let's get it.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards.
Alert. 3 down. Check nickel. 22 jet bomber.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Ready. 50. Hey, keep it up. Hey, check. Hey, Haywood. It's time to win. It's time to bust. Mike's 50. You must be dreaming.
To throw on 3rd down. Kemp. He sets to fire deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman.
Interception on the day, baby.
His guys take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. On third down, Stafford. The throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Second and 12 at the Lions' 49-yard line.
50, plant. Mike 50. Not here. Blue draw Porkins. Hey, Delta.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. I know he ain't got it.
Looking to throw on second down. Kemp. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass.
Hey, Charlie.
Quit talking about it and bring it. Hey, 50 down.
To throw on third down. Kemp. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked. Off by Justin Coleman.
By the Lions. They'll take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
32. Double right. Right.
They begin the drive with Johnson. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Set. Red 80.
Get ready.
Alert. 50.
From the 35 on second down. Stafford escaping the pressure right. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Lions on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
He's coming. Double right. Hey, 70. Check safety. Check.
Now a play fake it at Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got his man. It's Darbo. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Here's Stafford. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. To the air again, Stafford. Complete, it's Johnson. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Rolling to his right. He's got that one complete to Darbo. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it. They snap it to Stafford. That's complete to Darbo. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Again, it's Stafford. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Throwing on 3rd and long. Stafford. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit. One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. Buzz.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah,
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
Recon, 152 fighter. Rush in, rush in, rush in. Joker, 59. Hey. What do you have?
After the interception, here's Stafford. Flush to his right. He finds his man Johnson.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Set, 280. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball. Watch the 21. Set. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Check. Hey, 50. Check 17. Check.
To throw again on second down. Stafford, and the catch made by Johnson. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
They completed the screen, but one of the things you worry about is can the quarterback get rid of the ball before he's actually tackled? So your offensive linemen have to hold up the rushers a little bit because you want to make sure you keep your guy's jersey clean throughout the game.
Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. On 1st and 10, Stafford. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Stafford now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, 5-0. Hey, go here.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. They'll let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Amara Darbo, the intended receiver. 3rd down here. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Mike 50, Mike 50. 32. 59. Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Throwing again is Stafford. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Ready.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Focus, defense, focus.
A final shot before break. Kent is going to go for a big... And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Tracy Walker. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football.
We play to win. Let's go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Hey, wahoo!
A shotgun snap for Stanford. Open man is Galladay, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 yards for the Lions there on a 1st down. On 1st down at Stanford. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. An 11-yard touchdown. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
We see this route all the time, but when it's well executed, it's a beauty.
And it feels like the fade takes forever to develop, like that ball is just hanging in the air.
And the reason why is that the receiver is trying his best to work the defender inside and give himself space to fade away from him and catch the football, and that's exactly what happened there.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Sliding out of the pocket. He'll run it. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Ready? 60 or.
Hey, let's go. Hey, let's go. Let's go.
Greystone travel.
Deep, man up, deep.
Under 10. 10. Watch twist. Watch me grip.
On 3rd down, Tyson. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
I know they want to go for it here, and I know that their fans want them to go for it, but listen, I'm going to play head coach right here and look at the facts. Tie game, plus, even if you get the first, you still got a half a field to go. I'll go ahead and punt the football myself.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Let's go, defense. Here we go.
Mike 8. Mark 59.
Check it back.
Throwing again. Stafford. Throwing deep for Galladay. And my goodness, another interception. picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
In your face. Pilot, 64, wait. 50's the mic. 50's... Hey, box drop. I'm coming after you.
Second and 4. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far as his guys are able to regain the lead. Bullock good on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
40 got.
Play action. Stafford escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. There goes a deep ball. In. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. In for the score, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This will be taken short. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Yep. Hey, high 7.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And now here is another interception. Darius Slay with a pick. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turn to block, find a spot. And now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Stafford on first down. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Ready? Blue 60.
Here's Stafford. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Foxborough. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. Back to throw, Stafford. He'll get this one to Galladay. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's third and goal.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal.
22. Hey, dude. Let's go now, let's go.
So that'll back him up 5. How crucial will those 5 yards be? We'll see as they come up again here, third and goal.
Monday.
Stafford looks to throw again. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. There defensively was John Johnson to knock it free.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
Hey, man. Watch the boot. Shoot.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. A gain of 3, second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
15, Lonnie. Go.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Brings up third down and 8.
New England on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is third and 8.
Go. Mike 50. I'm coming. Mike 50.
Operating from the gun. Kent. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received a gift. That takeaway, even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha on defense, that grouchy guy. Forget what the coaches say. I'll guarantee you, he told the quarterback, we just took care of you. Now you take care of us.
Throwing again on second down. Stafford. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case,
now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
Here's Bullock now for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded at the 2. Now a hit and a loose football.
When you kick off and you go downfield and get the ball back, that's what I call a great opportunity.
In a one-score game, I always circle, and you know this, but in my play-by-play sheet, I circle big plays. It could be turning points. This could be a turning point.
Did you put a second circle around this one? This is pretty big.
I put a star.
Bravo!
Stafford here, coming off his pick six. He's got that one complete to Darbo. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now a play fake it at Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. That's complete to Darbo. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 33.
Watch the slap, watch the slap, watch the slap.
Out of the gun, Stafford. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 12. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. They were looking for Johnson that time. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. Because if you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. They'll keep it on the ground. Tyson. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Ready! 60 Pittsburgh. We own it. We own it. Get it.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And they have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on third down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now defensively they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Ready? 70, Indy. I'm coming for you.
To throw on 2nd down, Kent, and he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that'll make this a 7-point game. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Stafford now to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. He's back to throw. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Back to throw. This is Johnson. He's got it. He'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a 1st down.
Set. Smooth 60. Strip the ball. Strip 59. Mike 50. 11. Hey, Delta. Let's go.
They'll look to throw. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's throwing it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. That means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
Every penalty is so critical at this stage of the game as now they've got it 3rd and long. And the blitz does come. And he's got his man. It's Darbo. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 21. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Ready, yellow 20! Hey, 54!
Stafford. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes.
A loss of a yard.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you could just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was